Hey guys, Southern Comfort here. We're going to be taking a look at the carrots. These carrots were planted in August. Most people plant their carrots into September, around September the 15th. The date is probably about around October the 7th. And you see how big my carrots are. But you'll also notice a little bit burnt on top. Now what happened right there was I put some fertilizer out and forgot to water it. And of course the fertilizer hit the top of the plants, which still do fine, but it hit the top of the plants and I forgot to water them. Over here you'll see they're a little bit more sparingly. That's fine because I threw other seeds out there. And basically all I did was put the carrot seeds onto the soil and then sprinkle a little bit of soil on top of it and lightly watered. And they're doing phenomenal. They're huge. They're beautiful and they're huge, except where they got a little bit of burnt right there, which they'll pull through, but you see how beautiful they are. If you're ever thinking about growing carrots, most of the time, like I said, people grow them around September the 15th, sow their seeds. But I decided to do mine a little bit earlier. I've done it before, but a lot depends on the weather. But you see my garlic. These are garlic from last season that I saved. And the reason I decided to go ahead and plant the carrots is because some of the garlic that got left into the soil started coming up. So that I was like, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and plant my garlic. And you see how big this garlic is doing already. This is my garlic chives, and this is also my bunch of onions. Most of these bunch of onions I grew from seeds this year. They grew up, I put them into the bed, and they're doing phenomenal. So what am I going to do with all these bunch of onions here and garlic? Well, I freeze dry. And then next spring, or further out in the season, then I'll use it for seasonings like into my tomatoes, and also with my garlic. So I just want to show you a picture how well the carrots are doing, and the garlic is doing, and the bunch of onions are doing. You can plant them earlier. If they die back, most of the time it's just not the right season. But if they don't, then you have nothing to lose. I am way ahead of the game. These carrots are doing so phenomenal. They're just about ready to harvest up. So usually what I do is I take and I dig around the bottom down here to see how big the head is. I'm gonna go ahead and pull this one up and we'll see how big it is. It's still got a little bit more growing. Hero, get out of there. Out, out, out. Still got a little bit more growing. And get out, you're gonna get on my baby carrots. It's still got a little bit more growing, but it's well on its way. So I'm super happy about that. I'm very super happy about that. So what I'll do with this, I'll break the top of it off. The chickens love it, and then I'll wash that off and have me a little snack. Thanks guys for watching. If you ever decide to grow carrots, they're very easy to grow. Very easy. Summertime, if you grow them in the summertime, if they come up, if the heat don't take them out, then they have a tendency to be woody. So, but I usually, if I grow them during the summertime, I don't let them get too big, because then they will be woody. So this size right here does pretty well, but these carrots are well on their way, so I'll have an earlier harvest. So I'm super happy about that. Go dig down here, and let's see how that one's doing. We'll go ahead and pull it. And if you have a hard time getting them out of the ground, what I do is I wet the soil and they come right out. Now your plant's tops will fall down, but they'll stand right back up. See, that's not bad. That's not a bad size. They're not far from harvesting. I'm gonna let them go for a while and see if they get any bigger. This top is just like tremendously huge. So it did very well. So if you ever consider planting your carrots early, just give it a shot. Have your place prepared. Throw some seeds down, sprinkle them out. Now on this bed right here, this year I decided to sow them thinly so that I could get bigger carrots. And I sowed them thinly, just giving it a, you know, a test run, a shot. And usually down here where it's, you know, right here is where probably, you know, just the rain, even though it's thicker down here, is more than likely just the rain, the slope of the land. It kind of washed down, covered some of those seeds up, and therefore they didn't produce. Now, is that a bad thing? No, because it's giving more room for these carrots down here to grow. But don't do like me and try and fertilize it, and that fertilizer hit the top of the plant, because it could kill your plants. But these carrots will do just fine. It just touched the top of it with the sun, then it burn them a little bit, and they'll pull right on through. Super happy with going ahead and getting my garlic planted. I got tons of garlic. This is store-bought garlic. I paid around about $6, I believe it was then, $5 and something other, for a little bunch of garlic bulbs, little bulbs that you will use into your kitchen. And I think it had 4 or 5 little, you know, bulbs in there. Broke the cloves apart and planted them. And I got so much garlic. I still got garlic. And you see how much garlic is down here again. So obviously I don't have to buy garlic. And I have literally done nothing. You want to keep it a little, you know, it's growing now. It definitely needs some water. And that's what I was fixing to do. I was fixing to water all these. And then I seen the top. And then my mind reflected that, oh no, I forgot to, you know, wash the top of these plants off where I threw that fertilizer in there. And it burned it. But it's all well. Good harvest this season. Carrots. Very simple and easy to grow. See you on to the next video.